VA loans are one of my favorite types of loans, and honestly the first loan type that I learned. However, a lot of times these buyers get pushed to the side. So I thought we could talk a little bit about VA loans to cover some misconceptions and some things that you don't know. So I brought my friend Ariel Best.
Hi guys, I'm Ariel Best, VA loan lady on TikTok. Rebecca is the mortgage mentor and she's a mentor to me too. She's wonderful and we love to bounce ideas off of each other, and we wanted to talk about this because it is pretty common misconceptions for the VA loans when it comes to appraisals, whether or not they take longer. I mean, there's some things that just are myths that we talk to listing agents all the time about that simply aren't true.
So number one, that the appraisals take longer or just closings take longer in general.
That's actually really funny because the VA loan is the only loan program that actually has a mandated turn time versus any of the other appraisal turn times. So they have 10 days, that's it. That's the amount of time they get to give us the appraisal back. And as far as them taking longer to close, 30 days, it's pretty standard. 28 days is a national average.
Another misconception, this is one that makes me very mad, is when people say, oh, well, because it's a 100% loan, they don't have skin in the game.
And that's just not true, because statistically speaking, 28% of veterans who don't have to put a down payment down do so just because they can or want to, in order to lower their payment or in order to win a bid. I currently have at least one veteran that's putting down additional funds just because that's the house that he wants to buy.
And let's remember that the veterans earned this benefit. That's their skin in the game. They gave service to their country. Third misconception is that a VA buyer is going to actually cost the seller money.
Which is just not true. The only time that's applicable is if a lender is charging a 1% origination fee. Past that, if the lender isn't, there are no fees the seller is required to pay for a VA loan.
Not even the termite. Now that we've gotten those out of the way, let's talk about some of the really positive and cool things about VA loans. So here are some things that I bet you don't know. One of those is that you can actually buy multifamily, a 2 to 4 unit property with VA that can create the opportunity to create rental income as the veteran is living in that property.
Correct, and there's no down payment needed in order to do so. The veteran can use the rental income from the other units, occupy one of the units, and then leave that and use his VA loan again to do the same thing at least one more time.
Which leads me to the second thing that I bet you didn't know. You can actually have 2 VA loans at the same time.
Technically, you can manage up to 3 depending on where you're buying. But yes, it's based on the amount of entitlement the VA awards, which is a very complicated math structure that nuts and bolts it down to these are the number of houses you can buy. And that's built for families that are PCSing while they're active duty so that they're not put in a position where they have to sell a home if they don't have the equity to do so. Some more quick facts about that. You can have more than one VA endorsed loan at the same time. You can sell a home and then use your VA benefits over and over and over again. It's essentially like a piggy bank where once you've taken everything out of the piggy bank, you can't use any more until your piggy bank is full again, but once you sell the house, it refills your piggy bank so you can continuously reuse it. My favorite one for veterans is that the documentation needed to do a VA loan is actually pretty minimal. If you're 100% total and permanent disabled, we only need your certificate of eligibility, 2 forms of ID, and 2 bank statements to get you pre-approved to buy a home, and that's it. And we get the COE for you.
Hopefully this has helped clear up some misconceptions because we think it's important not only for veterans to understand their benefits, but also for the real estate community at large to understand how these are great loans to help grow our community.